All right, out here on Manhattan, give you a quick look at the neighborhood here. We can get the door open. It's a cute little neighborhood out here. Right off 75, right off of 48, but this is a gated neighborhood. So a lot of dead-end streets. I shouldn't say dead end. Gates have been put up from street to street, so you can't really get back to some of these easily. Now, the first thing I noticed coming in is obviously one of your tenants, and not obvious to you, but obvious to me, but obviously the tenant next door is getting just as high as can be over there because the smell of marijuana has wafted into this side. So let's talk about some of the physical attributes of the house. So these front three windows here have been replaced. These are vinyl right here, but most of them that I'm seeing throughout the house are original windows. Now, is that a big deal? Not necessarily, as long as you're not responsible for the utilities. So these two windows here have been replaced as well. As long as you're not responsible for the utilities, it's not a huge deal until one of them gets broken. And the windows aren't extremely expensive to replace. These windows here are all original to the build, and the place was built in 1911, so you've got a 110-year-old house, and it feels like it walking in through here. Floors are super sticky. I'm not sure if they tried to refinish them or tried to make them pretty, but they are super duper sticky. I'm sure you can hear it as I'm walking through here. Give you a view of this dining room here, stairs that go up. And this is the typical Dayton duplex build. Usually there would be an arch right there, but I think somebody's taken that out and squared it off a little bit. Here's your kitchen space. Now, the place has been very sloppily put together. This is not countertop space here. This is peel and stick floor tiles that have been painted over. There's really not any countertop space here besides that. The floors are actual tile. They're not cute. They're not a good looking floor. Well, wait a minute. I may have spoke too soon. Okay, so these are the peel and stick tiles. Never mind. There's your window to look at the neighbor's property. There's your backyard here. Looks like there used to be a garage there once upon a time and it's been torn down, as is the case with a lot of these. So you've got a little bit of backyard space here. Not much. Now the roof, I couldn't really see the roof from the ground, but obviously that would be one of the items your inspector would check there. Bless their hearts, they tried. Let's see if we can get down here into the basement. All right, no power on, so we're gonna stroll down here and see what we can see. And there's power on the house, but no lights down here. Right away, as soon as you get a little more than halfway down the stairs, you can smell the water intrusion in the property. You can really, and you can feel it on your skin as you're down here. It's a really damp, wet basement. You probably can't see that, and we can't really decipher wiring or anything like that, because I really like to know if we're still dealing with knob and tube or new wiring or whatnot. Squeeze back in here, see what we can see. So again, I know you can't really see for the lack of lighting. A lot of intakes and outputs going out of this furnace. Water heater's a little bit older, your furnace is older. It's not terrible, but those are items to plan to replace in the next 5 years or so. And you can see the old stone foundation from the early 1900s, and it's just a leak waiting to happen. Old asbestos tape on the main trunk going out. too well, but that's an old furnace. 10 or 15 years old. Bless their hearts. They try to replace or repair a crack with some spray foam. And to their credit, it's probably working for the moment. But kind of a hot mess down there. So I'm really starting to see why they have it priced the way that they do. It's kind of a mess. All right, let's go upstairs. Here's our one bathroom. And this is again some of that peel and stick backsplash that's peeling the wall. The wall's bowing out right there. You have a vent going into the shower. Original window. We've got these bedroom windows open, so there is no air conditioning here. Carpet's in decent shape. Just a good look at your roof here. Three-dimensional. As you can see, the age on it, it's probably ready for a replacement. And because of all the peaks and valleys and the pitch of the roof, you're probably looking at a pretty expensive replacement. Here is third floor walk-up. These are usually pretty neat. For a normal homeowner, they consider, finishing the space and making it livable. But for a landlord, it's dead space. You can call it storage space, and that's kind of it. So, it's not terrible. Got a lot of junk up there that needs to get out of here, but not terrible. All in all, for the money, I'm gonna dump some money into this place. I've seen worse go for more, especially once you get it on subsidized housing. In its present condition for what they're asking for it, you could get your 1% and have a decent return. It's nothing mind-blowing. A lot of money needs put into it. You're gonna have windows that are gonna need replaced, a roof that's gonna need to be done if we couldn't get the seller to do it during the transaction and the inspection process. A lot of outdated fixtures, but it is a rental. How much do you really want to sink into it? You could rent it out, but at this condition, he's getting his $500 a month on the other side. That's probably about what it's worth if the other side shows like this one does. You could spruce it up. Like I said, get it on subsidized, and then you could see $800-900 a month. All in all, not terrible. If you ask me would I buy it, no. I think that the property is criminally under rented. That's going to be a problem with the value because now you have a tenant over there that you have to deal with. So I'll get this uploaded and sent over to you and we'll talk more.